My heart is wrung, my soul is in tumult, my groans are many. These are characteristic utterances in the book of Lamentations, whose first chapter is our text this week, a book often associated with the prophet Jeremiah, but which gives voice to Jerusalem herself as she reels from the effects of having been sacked and laid waste by a foreign power, the Babylonian Empire. It's a powerful text to accompany us into the season of Passiontide, this last 2 weeks of Lent, in which, as so often before the dawn, the darkness feels at its most intense. Lamentation is also the theme of the 3 works of art that have been chosen to accompany this text by Bill Danaher, our curator this week. And it's a stark and perhaps salutary reminder that the suffering recorded from millennia ago in the book of Lamentations is still very much a feature of so many lives today, that these 3 works are all very recent works of art. And that too might be a summons to a renewed attention to the sufferings of others, indeed to a heightened compassion, which literally means a feeling with or a suffering with others, for those who read this ancient text in a 21st century context. The 3 works of art awaken us, I think, to the presentness of the suffering that speaks to us at the same time from all those centuries ago. But compassion is not an easy thing, and it is all too easy, as Bill Danaher says, to treat any raw utterance of grief once it's been translated into some externalized form, whether it's a text like Lamentations or a work of art like the 3 we'll be introducing you to this week, to treat them as objects that can be archived, that we can keep a distance from, maybe occasionally pulling them off the shelf and dusting them off, but only to put them back again. It's much harder as we train ourselves in compassion, if we seek to do that, to allow them to reactivate themselves in us or to enter into them fully ourselves, so that we don't just appraise them with dispassionate eyes, but feel them again, indeed even make them in part our own utterances as we deal with our own contexts of suffering. But it's something that I think that this text and these artworks treated in combination can help each other to do. And it's something that also happens in the context of the Christian liturgy, when the words of Lamentations are read, for example, on the night of Maundy Thursday, as the altars are stripped and the church sanctuaries are laid bare, as all their normal, beautiful decorations are taken away. And again, as they're used on Good Friday in the empty and bare context of the church. We're put back in touch, as it were, through a visual experience and through an auditory experience with the experience of those people in Jerusalem who saw their own sanctuary stripped and laid bare. And perhaps that's a reminder that using our eyes, our visual capacities in encountering these works of art may actually be also a way of opening our emotions and even our bodily responses to a more fully compassionate reconnection with the needs and the cries of those both in the past, but also in our present day.